How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and I'm back with another edition of Stormworks. This is going to be a fairly quick video. Quick is a relative term, I know, but it's going to be a fairly short video, I should say. It is just specifically for giving a little update on one of my most popular workshop items, and that is my cargo container train car. So I did an update to it. I've updated it, and this update is now available on the workshop. And what I've done is I realized that dragging a container over to the carrier was a little bit, shall we say, haphazard. Every once in a while, a container would go flying or something because the container itself would get caught on an edge or something like that. So I decided to go back to my roots, and instead of making some kind of vehicle that I could transport with this, I added a set of bogies, bogey wheels here on the back, and I'm going to show you how they work. Again, this is on the workshop, so it's already updated. It's already ready for those who have subscribed to it. You just update and away you go. But I'll spawn it in here and I'll show you how it works. That's really the only new thing is this bogey wheel section on the back. Now you can see I have a rope attached here and 2 ropes at the top. That's to give you tension, so you can put tension on it while you're traveling. That way it won't bounce all over the place and damage itself. So that's just for applying tension. So while you're training around, while you're going around on around corners and all that, doing light speed, it shouldn't bounce around and cause a wreck of any kind. It's held by 3 points there, and here, so it should be fine. There's also a second reason for that, which I will show you in a moment. We'll get the brakes off here, and we'll push it forward. Of course, this railcar is all set up with my patented, I guess I want to call it, J-knuckle system. So this is the J-knuckle system here, and it's all hooked up so that one train engine can control all the brakes throughout the whole train, control all the engines throughout the whole train, that kind of thing. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about containers, and our container is way over there, and we're gonna target that blue one there because it looks a decent distance away. I could grab the red one, but the blue one's right there too, so I might as well grab the blue one, just because it's going to be a little cleaner to grab it. So we'll put our rope away. You can see I have rope slots for all the ropes. We will bring our arm out, and this is kind of a display of, I'm gonna put a link to this video on the workshop just so people can see how to use the system instead of me trying to describe it, through typing it. Then we'll lower it down. I purposely made these winches go fairly slow. I didn't want this thing to whip around. I wanted it to come down nice, and go up nice. So now the only thing you have to watch for is when it touches down. See, sometimes it'll roll the wrong way, which is what it just did. So you just give her a little up and then back down again, and she'll flip the right way. There we go. We got wheels on the ground. So what we want to do is we want to detach one rope, put it away, detach the other rope, and we're going to hold on to this rope. We'll attach it to the nose here, and we'll take it over to our container that we want to bring along. Now, because it's got 4 wheels, it doesn't necessarily turn on its own. So every once in a while, you have to actually turn it. You can drag it with the rope, by the rope, but you will have to go back and turn it every once in a while to point the right direction. But it'll just roll along. You see it's rolling along. Roll. Hey, we're gonna hit the only friggin' pole in the way, in the area. Watch. turn on the bottom magnet here, because that's what we're going to need. We'll just keep pulling it a little more, a little more, a little more. Okay, then we'll rotate it out. Rotato. Go back a little bit. Rotato. A little more. Maybe a little more. That should be alright there. That's close. Push in. And in. And a little bit that way. A little that way. And she should just clang! There you go. So we have our bogies attached to the front. You can see it lifts the front just a tiny bit off the ground. Not too much, just a smidgen. It's hard to see. But it's just high enough that it'll roll over these stupid little lips here. So there's an edge here which the boxes would get caught on. This little edge here, you can kind of see it, but it's just so thin. And then the edge on the tracks, you can see this edge here. And then the edge on this track, you can see the edge here. And the container would get caught on every single one of those edges when you were bringing it over before. So we hook up to our block here, and then we winch out. We run back over to our container. And now, before we would hook up to the container, we'd hook up to one of the top nodes of the container. But now, what we're going to do, I gotta wait for the cable to go out, is we're going to hook up to actually the nose here on the rope, or on the bogies. Oh, well, isn't that fortuitous? We just got another container. Which thankfully isn't in our way, but... Okay, now we're going to winch in, and you're going to see this guy's going to roll over nice. When the line gets taut, it's going to pull the front end around, and then hopefully it's not going to hit the pole. But it's going to roll it over, and we're going right for the pole. Look at that. Oh, yeah, right into the pole. I knew it. The only pole here, and we go right into it. Yeah. Stop, out. The only pole here, and we end up going directly into it while I'm doing a demo video. Oi. Just silly. Silliness. Absolute silliness. Now, I will be able to get it off of this because I have the front in the air, it slides pretty good. The only problem is I got this friggin' I got this container back here that just spawned in while we were working here. So I'm gonna have to see if I can kind of weasel this around to get the wheel past. I should be able to. And are we clear? We're almost clear. So I wouldn't have had to do this if that stupid container wasn't there. It would have bounced around, I think. Anyway. Stop winching out. Okay, and we gotta move our train back forward because when she got stuck, she did some pulling here. Stormworks physics, you gotta love it. Alright, back out in the sun. Okay, let's winch her in like she's supposed to be winched in. So what's going to happen is our tackle block is going to end up getting up to the end here. Eventually. Right now we have so much line out. It's going to take it a minute to get back to normal. Because the physics of the tackle block, it'll end up just keep going down and down and down through the Earth's core. As long as we're still winching out. It'll be coming back here eventually. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get some... There she is. Alright, so now she's going to roll it over here. You see how easy it's rolling? See how easy that thing's rolling? And then the good thing is it kept rolling a tiny bit once it was all the way in. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to detach this rope anchor from here. Actually, I need to let it out just a tiny bit, just to get the stress off it. I'm going to grab the rope here, okay, and I'm going to put it away. That one's not off the front, that one's off the back. So I'll put that rope away. I'm going to undo our tackle block right here. So it just sits there. And hopefully it's close enough. We'll hook right to the front. Okay, now we'll pull it in the rest of the way, and hopefully it'll roll over all the little humps here. We'll winch in. Don't want to winch in all the way. Don't want to winch it in too close because we got to get the thing off the front end. But look at how easy it's rolling over all the little ledges and all that. It's just rolling over them, nice. No problem whatsoever. Okay, so we'll stop it there. Take this. Oh, I didn't want to take it completely off. Attach you up to there. We'll just winch you in so you're stored. That's not where you go. Where are you? There you go. Yeah, whatever. So you press the button here. You see how much it dropped? So it raises it up quite a bit to clear all those little ledges, and then you just put her back where you got it from. So I'm gonna push it around, just to get it to turn. Works easier if you go from the inside. Just like that. Push her back forward. Oh, and I can shut that off. Push her back forward here. Okay, we'll hang this up. This is as close as we want to get it with the dolly. The dolly's main use was to get over to the train car, and then we can go from there once we're here. All right, so up we go. I'm gonna park the dolly. And I originally had 3 of the little wheels, but I found they didn't give enough clearance. So I put the 2 big wheels, actually I put 4 big wheels, and I found I couldn't steer it. So then I put the 2 big front wheels and 2 small back wheels, and I found that was just a great combination to get it to do what I wanted. So you want to leave a little slack here. You don't want to put it up all the way, and then you bring it in. You see I designed this so it's a nice, gives it a nice surface, nothing to get caught on. Nice sliding surface. Okay, take our third rope, connect her up, and then we put the stress in it. There we go. So that's all packed. Now we just have to get our container on, which is just like before. We'll put it on. Let's put it on the back. Why not? So we'll set our bar up, slide her out. There we go. Get our, you know what, I'll just use the ropes off the back here. Oh no, I can't use the ropes off the back, I'm using them. So we'll get some ropes off the front. Plenty of ropes on this sucker. I wanted to make sure I didn't ever run out of ropes. So we'll attach that, and say we'll hook it to this one. Perfect. And then we'll get another rope from the front. Here. Hook her up to this one. Right there, and we'll attach it to our winch here. Come on. Now, I know better. You hook it up to this one first, because once it's hooked up, you can't jump with it, it'll pull you. Alright, so now we have our winches hooked up here. I'll leave the bars up. I can turn the connectors on, but I want to leave the bars up, because that'll give me a better pull when the bars are high. It gives me a better pull because it will actually lift. It'll actually lift the box if it gets stuck. It won't just keep trying to pull it. It'll put some upward pressure on it. And that's actually what we want to do. Once the box is over, we want to actually apply upward pressure because that'll pull it in the rest of the way. You'll see that happen. So see, this one's going to line up over here. And it's going to start to lift. Okay, and while it's lifting, I didn't actually mean to let go of that. Well, it's lifting. You can see that it's rotating better. So what I want to do is I actually want to bring the bar down. That should lock on, okay? And now I'm going to disconnect the cable from the front because I don't need it now. We're going to put it away. And then we'll finish the lift. And you'll see how we do that here. I'm going to pull in again because I want to rotate it out. And I'm pivoting it on that connector up there now. Okay, we're getting a little bit of clingy here. So I'm going to raise the bar just a little. What that's going to do is, whoop, dang it. Press the wrong button. Okay, I just wanted to raise it a little bit, just like that. Okay, and then I want to bring it up again. You'll see it'll swing over. It is forgiving. If you screw up, you hit a wrong switch or something like that, it is pretty forgiving. As long as you notice your mistake and, undo it. So once this is lines in, you can see it's in now. We'll do a little bit of up, and you can see it pulled it in the rest of the way. Okay, now we bring it down. And clang. Now we're lock. Take that rope off. Now we go up all the way. And bring it in. Turn our bed magnets on when it's about half in. Clang. And then we can turn off the raised bar because it's now locked into position. So there you go. That right there is as easy as it is to self-load with this trailer. You notice I have no vehicle. I did not use a vehicle to get this container over here from way over there. I did not use anything. I didn't have an engine hooked up. Nothing. I just used the trailer itself. So there you go. That's the self-loading feature. It's also technically a self-unloading feature because like you can unload. I can disconnect here, raise the bar, and I can actually unload the containers just as easily as I loaded them. So bring it down and then press, whoop, not that button. Press this button and container unloaded. Just like that. It's unloaded. It's not connected, it's disconnected, and I can drive away. I got the clearance, I can drive away. So I can show you. Wow! Choo choo, motherfucker. You disconnect it and you just drive away. So it is self-unloading. It just doesn't move the container further away than that. But anyways, that is the new addition to this trailer. The dollies on the back, and it's going to be on the back of every trailer. So when you spawn, 2, 3, 4 of these in, each one of them will have a dolly on the back. That's why I was playing with the idea at first of having it rotate out, like having this armature just swing out and drop it off, swing out 180 degrees and drop it. Then I thought, you know what? What if I have a trailer on behind it? It's going to swing right into the trailer behind it. So that's when I decided on the kind of slide out sideways and just drop straight down. I figured it was the cleanest way of doing it without any other, possibility of interfering with any other trailer that might be there. So yeah. The dolly system can also be used in concert with any other, cargo carrying system. If you have a cargo truck that'll, grab the front and lift it up a little bit, you can put the dolly on the other end and it'll work, just like a wheelbarrow kind of. So it's functional for other things than just, towing by the hook here. But anyways, that's going to cover it. Nice 20-minute video, nice and short and sweet. So take care, everybody. As I said, it's on the workshop, and you can just download it from there if you're interested in using it. Just a reminder, all of my vehicles do use, or all of my trains do use the the self-titled J-knuckle system. So you will have to either modify your train engine to connect, or uh, you'll have to just use my train engines, which are there's multiple available on the workshop as well. Uh, because I use one connector to rule them all. So there you go. Take care, everybody. Like I said, this is Jodian signing off. I will see you next time. So long.